Hello everyone and welcome to BeamNG Drive. Now if you remember a couple of weeks ago I took a look at this, the Hirochi CCF, and rather boldly claimed that it was the best mod that Beam had ever seen. But even a few weeks later I still stand firmly by that claim. I think that the combination of the styling, the features that this mod has, stuff never seen before like parking sensors, and basically just the general polish makes this a complete necessity if you're playing Beam in 2024. However, today we're taking a look at a mod that actually builds off this and is made by the brother of the CCF creator, the Procyon Vela. Meant as a more kind of luxury orientated version, sold only in Asia and Europe. This automatic only version of the CCF has different styling, a kind of a more luxurious interior, and a few other features that you may be noticing as I walk around that make this, well, just an awesome expansion on the most awesome mod there is. Now if we open it up and climb inside, you will see that it has a completely new interior. I mean, well, I say completely new. Some things are shared, but it has its own like center screen, different infotainment, different gauge cluster, and as you can see, if I cycle through the modes, they change in different ways. You know, changes the text over there. But the other thing you may be noticing, if I just first start this thing up, is the roof. Because the regular CCF comes as a manual soft top. But this has something even more insane. If I press this button here, this has a fully retractable metal hardtop. Now if you watched my video uploaded a few days ago on the Civetta Mondello, you will have seen something similar, but this takes it to a crazier level, I would say. Being a metal roof, it folds in such a kind of beautifully intricate way. I love how it folds back down the rear glass as well, but if you close it again, you can see, again, all automatic. You can just press the button at any speed below 6 miles per hour. It folds up and down. Once it is shut, you'll also notice that it has a retractable rear window that can be set manually using the O key. But this mod doesn't only come with Velas with that, it also has CCF variants that have this folding retractable hardtop as well, the RF, and well, I love it. I think that is, I think it's awesome. Well, as much as I like the regular convertible top, I think that this is just kind of a better all-round thing to have. You know, you have a hard top that doesn't leak, that has more structural rigidity and everything. Then when you want the roof down, you have a targa, so you still have some space behind you. It helps in rollovers, means it doesn't need big hoops behind the seats, though it does still have them. Now let's talk a little bit about the styling. There's music. The styling of this thing, I think, is a little bit controversial. I'm not as much of a fan of it as I am the regular CCF, which is why it is good that there are also regular CCF variants with the retractable roof, which we'll get onto in a minute. But as you can see, it's kind of a bit sharper at the front, lower slung. It has the rear light bar as well. It does certainly seem more luxurious, the same with the interior as well. This interior with the big screen, the automatic only gauge cluster, not gauge cluster, sorry, kind of center stack and everything. It does seem, I would say, a little bit more premium, even if I'm not as much of a fan. Let's watch that roof mechanism going from inside. How cool is that? It's so well detailed. Now, as I just mentioned, the Vela also comes with RF versions of the regular CCF, which we'll check out in a minute. But the configs for the Vela are a bit more orientated towards the high end, as it is supposed to be a more luxurious version. I mean, even this, which is the base RF Vela, costs more than the most expensive CCF. But it does have the flat 6. I think it's slightly detuned, actually, which is, I guess, it's probably tuned to be smooth, as it also has a separate 7-speed dual clutch transmission, which I think has gear ratios suited more for cruising. But we're going to take a quick look now at the configs, and I will show you guys around what this mod has to offer. So these are the Vela configs. It starts off with this, the S220. We showed off the RF version, but there is also a convertible, which I think looks really good. I think it looks kind of a bit Aston Martin-like. And we will take a look at that now when I move over to the S270, a slightly faster one. Yeah, I think there's something about having that that convertible top with the Vela styling that I think suits it really well. I said Aston Martin before, but I'm also getting kind of Merc SLK vibes, although I know that, you know, the Merc SLK has, whatchamacallit, it has like a folding metal roof, but not an RF, you know, it's not a retractable fastback. But either way, I think this thing's styled really well. I honestly think I may even prefer it. Oh. Auto braking kicked in. If you haven't watched the CCF video, I would highly recommend you go check that out to get a full list of all the features that this mod has, because obviously the Vela still has all of it. See, it's getting a bit cross at me there, trying to get too close to the car in front. It's a little bit sensitive, but it's a fun feature to have. Does make it a bit more difficult to cut up through traffic. But yeah, I think this looks really good with the retractable, with the normal soft top. I think it's a very, very good styling choice. I prefer it, honestly. Oh, that's quite a big hill. That's quite a big hill. Oh my god, we've rolled over. Oh. Not the kind of accent I was expecting to be getting in. Everyone seems to be okay? Hello, officers. Oh, you've gone past. I guess I keep going then? I like the luxurious elements that this thing has with the big light bar and that interior. I think it does give off a more premium kind of Lexus feel, even if I'm not sure I would say I prefer it to the CCF. Oh, going for a big crash now. Another rollover. Everyone is okay. This thing is adept at landing back on its wheels, I'll tell you that. Now, as I previously showed off, both of the Vela trim levels have available soft top and RFs. The only one that is available only as an RF is this, the first edition. It has little badges there to tell you, which has, I believe, a custom white interior and a few other features. This mod does mainly build on the already established CCF, so it's not drastically different, but it is, you know, it's still good to have, and I really do enjoy it. I'm not trying to put down the mod. It just doesn't have as much because it is supposed to be more of a variant of the CCF rather than its own independent vehicle. Now, while I'm talking about the CCF, I may as well go show you the CCF configs with the RF, and we'll play a little game of spot the difference between the two. Now, if you have a look at the configs here, all of the ones that end in T for the CCF are the retractable hardtop versions. Doesn't seem to be every single model doesn't have one, which I guess makes sense. But as you can see, there is stuff like the 210 4ST, the 220 6T. Now, it doesn't have all of the the right-hand drive, left-hand drive DCT versions. They're only available as manuals, but I assume that is simply a choice to reduce clutter in the config menu. I'm sure that if you go change it to right-hand drive or to European spec, I don't think anyone will be complaining. So let's pull out one of these and we'll have a little game of spot the difference between CCF and Vela. Now, I've got these painted in quite bright colours, so hopefully you can easily see the differences between them. The first one you'll probably notice if I go around here is this this black bit above the rear window on the CCF. I'm not going to say I'm a massive fan of it. I don't hate it, but I think it looks a little bit strange. But maybe with different coloured vehicles, it will suit suit it a bit better. English. The other thing that the Vela has is it has this kind of chrome strip to emphasise the luxury of the vehicle. The CCF also, I mean, they both have a kind of painted windscreen surround, but normally the CCF doesn't have that, I believe, so that's another difference. There's not massive amounts of changes between them. There's only, you know, so much that they would bother to change. I mean, but when you do get close up to them, you can see that the Vela has quite a few more panels changed than you would probably expect. I mean, the whole rear bumper is different. I believe the trunk is also different as well, or maybe it's just this very cool kind of molded spoiler that goes with the third brake light. Look at that. That's a nice styling cue. As well as that, you can see the shape that the hood goes down is different, the lights, the bumpers, the fenders. I don't think there's a single shared exterior panel except maybe the doors. I mean, even the mirrors are different. Yeah, I think pretty much everything is changed. Yeah, even the doors are different, actually. Wow. I mean, this thing, obviously, you know, it's not underneath. It's pretty similar. If I pop the hood, I'm sure it will look pretty much the same. With the hoods popped, yeah, you can see it's the same under here, as far as I can tell. But that's the essence of a facelift. And I'm a big fan. I think it looks really good. You know, not as good as the CCF, but really I think the CCF is a great, not even a video game car design, just a great car design in general. And obviously a luxury version is always going to look possibly a little strange when it comes to a vehicle like this. But what we're going to do now is we're going to get a selection of Velas and CCFs, and we're going to take them down the big hill and see how well in this scientific test the retractable fastback roof impacts the safety, shall we say. That's how we get the funding for this, right? Well, we are here at the big hill. I have converted my my previous custom config into an RF version, which I think looks very nice. It's pretty easy to do. You only have to change a few parts. I believe it's literally just a case of searching retractable in the parts menu and changing everything over, and then changing, if it's a CCF based config, changing over the parts to CCF configs. Parts, you know what I mean. But I've got a selection of different vehicles up there. What we have is basically 4 Velas. So we have 2 soft tops, 2 hard tops, and then 2 CCF hard tops. We have 2 of them have the roof down, 2 of them have the roof up. So hopefully, you know, this is the most scientific way of doing this. I'm sure it will definitely not result in a bunch of carnage which doesn't tell us anything. No, this is serious safety testing. So yeah, without further ado, let's set these vehicles all to flee. Oh, the sound of many flat sixes, the electric ones kind of going away. Trying to keep pace with everyone. It's getting a bit sketchy. Oh, I've got so much grip, I'm rolling over. No. Oh, this is going badly wrong. Oh, this is going very badly wrong. I am somersaulting. Oh, that's somebody's 2 vehicles. 3 have exploded, and that's a massive shower of parts. Holy crap. That is still somersaulting. Bloody hell. Wow. I mean, mine looks relatively intact, but it will not drive, unfortunately. What about the others? So this is the Vela convertible. Soft top looks... There's a wheel. Looks not too bad, actually. This RF was... Yeah, it's completely crushed. This Vela convertible soft top made it down to the bottom pretty much undamaged. Nice to see one making it. That's an RF that's completely crushed. I think this was the first edition. This is a CCF RF that is also completely crushed. And that's the electric one, which is not too bad actually, but the roof panel... Oh no, it's folded down. I wonder if the roof still folds up after all this. It's trying to. No, not happening. Oh, and the glass just shut itself and completely shattered. Well, that was a little showcase, a quick video on the Procyon Vela mod. It's a very, very good mod, great add-on. I don't see why, if you have the CCF, why you wouldn't include it as well, like wouldn't download it, because it just adds more content and it's of another very high quality, so why wouldn't you? Make sure to go check out the mod in the description. If you did like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, please. I do make lots of BeamNG mod reviews. And apart from that, that's about it. So I'll see you all in the next video. Have a very good afternoon or evening or whatever time it is. And bye-bye.